go. We coming this year, nigga. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. I was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all this hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustle, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Hey, ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get.
The realest in the DMV. Let me elaborate. Fuck your.
Salute, brothers. Morning to you. Top of the morning for some. Good late night to others. I'm up. And no, it ain't because of PTSD. It's because my wife woke me up to kill a big ass fucking spider. I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker was huge. It was huge. But goddamn it, I'm up. And I'd already scheduled a story. So, like, let me go ahead and honor my commitment. Produce this story. My memories. Pink Mist. Everybody talks about it in the movies. Well, certain movies, certain genres, they talk about it. And the corpse is a thing that is honored. It's something you want to see. Because that means you pulled off a successful shot. And it had the intended effect on that target. Brain matter everywhere outside of the skull. Excuse me. Well, there are other kinds of pink mist. 1 second. All right, I'm back. There are other kinds of pink mist. You would be surprised how much water is actually inside the human body. Just looking at a person, you would never guess how much of the body is composed of water until struck by an object going fast enough. To back up from that story I told last night, during that hellacious attack, after it was all said and done, I got to watch the recorded footage from the aerial surveillance a little bit before everybody else because of my connections. And it wasn't nothing pretty. I actually got a chance to see the aggressors that were trying to push their way onto the fob and how they were handled. I'm picking my words carefully because I know YouTube is they've already shadow banned me, so you know I ain't big yet, and they done it. Well, during that attack on the fob Salerno, when those individuals drove that jingle jingle truck on to the base and made it the biggest speed bid in the area and blew a golf course hole through our ESCOs and made their attempt to run up. The part they didn't tell us, but we could see it because we were just too far away, is they sent up one of the best pieces of equipment that we have at our disposal, the Apache. Most may not know that the Apache helicopter is a bit of a motherfucker. That thing that swivels on the front end, yeah, that's a 30mm cannon. Not a, you don't call that a gun. It's a cannon, sir. It's a cannon. Because the projectile flying out the end of that motherfucker is it's huge. It's huge, and you don't want to be nowhere near, around, close, or none of that shit. Because at the end of the day, it's designed to do one thing: shred shit. It's anti-personnel, but more so anti-material. A 50 ain't shit in comparison to a 30. A 30 dwarfs a 50 easily, as far as rounds, the sizes. And in that footage, because there was footage, got the opportunity to see what that 50, I'm sorry, excuse me, what that 30 does to the human body. Back to how much water is inside the human body, bro. Well, when the attackers made it around the other side of a group of them, when they made it around the other side of the ESCO, and they're just opening up with 7.62. They were stopped, not immediately, but just very shortly afterward. One of the rounds that was responsible for stopping all that calamity was that 30. That 30 spit a few short bursts. You could hear it going off, and all of a sudden, a bunch of people turned into stains, straight stains. They'll go from a whole person to a cloud. That ain't something that just normally happens, you know. Getting hit with a 30 would be the equivalent of getting damn near dispatched by God. The person goes from there to gone. They just gone. There is no more person. How do I know this? Because I've seen the end result. Well, after the attack was over and we were sitting back reviewing the footage, because my team was the one responsible and tasked with rebuilding the ESCOs and tightening up, the base and security, so on and so forth, and actually building that shit on them operations and maintenance. Fucking, we go to the spot where they breach through. Slim. It's blood stains everywhere, gore everywhere, embedded into the fucking ESCO walls. You could, like an astute person could put it together real fast as to what went down and the carnage that was left behind. One individual was carrying 2 RPGs on his back. Well, unfortunately for that individual, when 30 hit him, the RPGs went off. But they didn't fly off, they just detonated. You could see his head pop off his fucking body and get propelled up in the air. It landed. Problem is, for us, it landed inside the wire. So yeah, somebody had to go take care of that. Scoop that smashed up, mushed up pile of flesh out of the goddamn street. And even though dude had gone from a whole human being to instantly disembodied, he may not have been all the way gone. He still may have been somewhat conscious. Ripping down those damaged ESCOs and having to install new ones. Then fill them full of dirt, earth, rocks, shit like that. That was part of that whole O&M contract. Well, you could see bits of, one could only assume, brain matter, human gristle, teeth embedded into those ESCOs. They even found a sizable portion of a piece of someone's cheek with the eyeball looking out or looking up, because it was on the goddamn ground. A man no more, On the file, we had our own little fake ass fire department. They got paid to pretty much do nothing, but they were there nonetheless. They hosed down those ESCOs before we got to tearing them down. And it was like a week and a half before we started tearing them down. My God, the smell. The fucking smell. Yeah. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. No. This was right in front of the main road or main street, because that's where they breached through before the DFAC. And they have to stand outside the DFAC waiting to get in, and that smell, we would pray to God that smell didn't waft over and hit you before you walked in that motherfucker, because it was just, ugh. The bodies weren't even bodies, they were just shredded meat. All that got embedded into the ESCO, or those ESCOs. So, pulverized, putrefying flesh, human flesh, just, well, human flesh and bones, call it what it is, embedded into the Hesco wall. That's probably what that's probably had to tear that motherfucker down. Not to mention the hole it made, but yeah, no, that wasn't it. The fire department, the fire department that never had anything to do, came out, pulled the truck out, and promptly hosed that whole motherfucker down. So now you got wet, stinking earth in bags, which are the Hescos, with human flesh embedded into them, getting wet. I was never so fucking happy to see that goddamn record come through and bulldoze that bitch, dog. It was a hell of an experience. Seeing that piece of someone's face was also stepping over it was also a hell of an experience. It was just hours before that. That piece was attached to a whole person. Now, did that mean it's harm? Yes. Did they get neutralized? Also, yes. But there was a whole person. Not no more though. That pink mist. Excuse me. The thing that some people pray for. The thing that some people hone their skills to make happen. I done seen it up close, and it ain't. I'm not knocking them, but that ain't my thing. That pink mist, depending on what the fuck is being used, goes from just a headshot to a whole human being. Whenever you have a whole human being there and then they're gone, it's like divine wrath. It's hard to imagine that. And the only thing left behind, not even a shred of clothing, is just mist. It's just mist. Like Shazam, gone. Makes you interpret life a little bit different. Makes you view things a little bit different. That was my first time seeing what kind of damage a 30mm round can do. I'm not saying we should ever stop using it. Hell no, I keep using them motherfuckers because they're very effective. But the way they just destroy the human body, bro, is amazing. Like, you would never guess that motherfucker would do that much damage, but it does. From a person standing upright and erect to just gone, missed. It's some fucked up shit. It's some really fucked up shit. But short story. Something I thought I'd share. But your boy's witnessed a lot of shit, dog. A lot of shit. And as time goes on, the more I'm reminded of it. Guess it's my time to just talk about it. But on that video, for those fuckers that attacked us and thought it was gonna be sweet, slim, they got sent to their creator in some of the most horrible ways possible. One dude was cut in half trying to crawl away, missing his lower half. It's just terrible. Just terrible, bro. Terrible. One thing a 30mm is good for. Shrapnel. And it just tore him up. That's the part of the video they won't show you. But it's also why it's good to have contacts and people that work in positions that are above your station that are willing to will and deal with you, because it makes you privy to all kinds of information that you may not have been privy to. But yeah, having to tear down them same fucking HESCOs, dog. This shit stinks so fucking bad, man. Pulverized fucking flesh, brain matter, ears. It was all in there. It was all in there. It was all just like meat thrown into a blender and poured out over that motherfucker. And when the fire department for Salerno came out, they went to hose that bitch down, dog. The smell got even stronger. It's like, oh. Then everybody turned around to me. So since you're over the labor department, how you want to handle this? I'm like, burn this shit. It's in my head, but I had to be, professional. Like pun fire. Just burn all that shit down. It's a hell of a fucking experience. That one motherfucker that got struck, I think he went out the hardest, because when he got struck by that 30 millimeter, and it set them RPGs off. When his head popped off and flew the fuck up, dog. Seeing that part of the video just fucked me up. Like, god damn. So that's what that noise was. That's what that sound was. Huh. Well, damn. Now that those days are over, and I'm older. I can sit back and I can process all this shit. And it's wild, bro. It's wild. But it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, I'll be easy. I'm gonna try to take my ass back to sleep. If the wife ain't got no more spiders for me to kill. If so, or if not, either way, I'm dropping another motivational video in the community in the community section or community tab in the morning. Y'all brothers be easy. Y'all have a good night, and we gonna be back at it in the AM. Rise and grind is what it is. Peace, y'all.